Welcome back in ERB sports fans to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about whether the market grades too many cards or not. Now, you remember the other day I made a video about the total print run for the update series, the base tops cards over the last couple years, kind of a 5-year snapshot, how many cards were graded in 2020 versus 2019 versus 2021, 22, 23. You get the picture. The other day, Neo Cards and Comics, I watch his stuff from time to time. I'd love for him to watch my stuff. I don't think he does, though. But, to each his own. No hard feelings. You're missing out. Trust me on that. He made a video where he got back a PSA order and said he graded a couple cards where he thought he shouldn't have. And I kind of said the same thing. I got 2 cards in front of me. They're pretty solid cards. I got a Shohei Ohtani Team of the Future PSA 10. Got a Mike Trout Refractor PSA 10. So I'm getting 10s on these cards. And sadly, both of them are listed right now on eBay. And I'm probably going to, at best, like Neo Cards and Comics said, make about $3 profit per card, if that. I ran some numbers, and I'm still trying to sell through my entire last 25 card order, even though I'm going to keep a couple of the cards for my PC. And in his video, he mentioned that, many people are sending cards in to kind of grade and sell immediately. And, my thought on that matter is, well, what do you expect? I mean, that's kind of when people rip cards, what are they going to do? We'll move it in a little bit closer. You can see those cards. Beautiful cards. Nice refractors. What are they going to do, right? They're going to grade cards when they rip them. If they rip them and they want to make their money back, they're going to grade the cards and try to sell them immediately to recoup their money. And I think the market at this point is sending in way too many cards that they shouldn't. I could just flip through the update paper for this year and last year and probably Series 2 this year, Series 1 this year. Anybody who's grading a base Adley Rutschman at this point, a base Julio Rodriguez at this point from last year, whether it be the rookie debut or the rookie card from update, the base version of Riley Green, the base version of Corbin Carroll, you get the picture. And all those paper copies, you send them in under $19 special, which is not even really a special at this point, you're going to lose money. You're going to lose money 100% of the time, even if you get a 10. So I think the market, I really would love to run the numbers. How many of those cards in the million cards a month are we grading? I know there's a lot of TCG in that number too, so it's like 50-50 split or 60-40 split, whatever the numbers are month to month, it varies. But if you look at the total number of baseball cards, football cards, even basketball cards for that matter, how many of those cards that even if they get 10s are not worth grading at this point, yet we as a market continue to send them in? And I know why. Because we're trying to recoup the money from the rips that we did, from the singles that we acquired, and we're trying to create cash flow. That's why we do it. Eventually, that comes to a grinding halt when you can sell this card for $28. That's probably what it's going to end up selling for. I got it listed for $31. I've got this one listed for $30. I spent $19 to grade each card. The raw value in each of these cards is about $2 a piece. You take out eBay fees, you're probably, with shipping, I'm probably into the card for $22 a piece, maybe $23 a piece. And if I sell it for $28, $30, take out the eBay fees, I'm making about $2 profit. They're beautiful cards, but they have really no true value. And so lesson learned on my part. I shouldn't have sent these in. When I sent these in, this was probably originally going for about $60. This one was probably going for about $50, $60. And I thought it was a great idea. But it took 2 months to get the cards back. Facts totally changed. Shohei's injured. Mike Trout hasn't played. So these Angels guys really aren't coming through in the clutch for me. Now, I could hang on to the cards and things could rebound. And that's maybe what I'll end up doing. I'm not going to give the cards away. They are beautiful cards. I do like looking at them. I do like having them in the PC, even if I don't sell them. But I think in general, I'm probably not alone in saying that the market is grading too many cards, that it shouldn't. And when we adjust, what's the volume going to look like that's going to PSA? When we stop sending in our Corbin Carroll paper cards or our Francisco Alvarez paper cards. I mean, I saw on eBay, like I mentioned in my video the other day, there were anywhere between 12 and 20 of those that were sold by one seller of a pop that, right now is about 207 and growing. And they're losing money. They're selling those cards for about $18, some as low as like $10. I guess if that makes you feel good, I don't know why you would do that. I don't know how many months you could continue to do that before you'd say, I'm not going to go broke. It's not worth it. And so in my case, I spent about $500 in this PSA order. I've already sold enough cards to get my $500 back, but I really don't feel like I've made any money. My profit on this, as I would project for what I have left, I think I'm going to make about $250 net profit on 25 cards. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of risk. It's a lot of cash to float for a very little return on that investment. So I'm going to say investment. Many people would argue sports cards aren't investments. Well, I'm still spending my money. I'm fronting the cash. That's an investment, whether you want to call it that or not. I'm putting money aside to spend on this to hopefully sell to make it back. That's an investment. I wouldn't buy the cards as an investment, but I could grade the cards as investing in the grading process to hopefully get a return. I'm sure I'm not alone in this when it comes to grading cards, but I just wanted to ask the question of the market. What do you guys think? When will we stop sending in cards to PSA that we have no business sending in? How quickly does that all catch up? Or do we constantly just chase the dragon, so to speak, where we'll send in anything if it looks like it's going to get a return because, you know what? That creates cash flow. So unless PSA orders, basically buys back the cards that they've already graded, or Topps or Panini or Fanatics buys back the cards they've already graded, almost like a stock would do with buyback programs. Maybe that's why, that's a great reason why Topps had the buyback program. It creates cash flow. Grading, we don't have that. We have to sell those cards, and they're kind of expensive. I mean, there's $45 in grading fees tied up between these two cards. The total value of these cards, like I said before, is about $60 total. Net less eBay fees, you're about $51. Cost me $45 to grade the cards. I'm in for a net of like $3 profit a card. It's horrible. Lesson learned. I'm not doing that again. And again, things could change. Ohtani wins MVP, spikes again. Trout comes back, resurges next year, wins again, gets traded. Who knows? Lots of factors could change. But in the meantime, ERB Sports is going to be sending in only the cards that I absolutely should grade. And I'm willing to pay the $6 extra on the grading fee to not go under value bulk. If a PSA special comes and it's 10 cards, maybe 10 cards, I can get to 10 cards. But these 20 card orders where I was stretching a lot, those days are over. I'm not doing that again. I think Brett's probably in the same boat. Probably Striker too, although he has a little bit deeper pocket when it comes to that because he's obviously breaking as well. I don't break, Brett doesn't break, so we'll leave that to him. He's going to have that fun. He's got an audience. No shame, no hard feelings, man. But in the meantime, I'm just going to do my thing. I'm going to grade the cards that I want to grade. Some are going to end up in my PC. Some are going to be sold. I grade cards because I want to create cash flow so I could rip product and have fun. That's why I do it. I don't do it because I'm just trying to be a flipper. Trust me on that. I know I have wins and losses. I should make a video about that. I'm going to make a recap video to show you guys the true financials on grading 25 cards with PSA, getting a high gem rate, and what does it all work out to, so you guys can have a glimpse of what real life is like. So with that, let me know your comments down below what you guys think. When will the market stop grading so many cards? When will we stop sending in cards we have no business sending in? Or will that never change because people are just constantly chasing money to create cash flow to rip more product? And that's probably the truth. So thanks again, everybody. Talk to you guys later. See you in the next video.